EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. To throw right away is Howell. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On 2nd down, it's Walker. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 12, and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. play fake. Here's Love. A dump off to Elliott. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action. Love to throw. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Dobbs from 10 yards out. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to... Convert there on 3rd and 1. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd and a yard. Howell, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw now. Here's Love. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Love with it. That's complete to Dobbs. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's Elliott, complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 16, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage?
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Love.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Love looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Nicole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A give for Walker running right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're
touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Love's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, Love to pass. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Packers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
play action. It's Howell. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. He'll buy some time right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Love. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. Love from the gun. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
They'll go play action. Howell. They'll roll him out right. And this one's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Faking the handoff. Howell going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 10. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action this time with Love. He finds Watson. It's gone. And he's out right at the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go. Red, black, 95.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. So we got man. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 1st and 10, Love. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love, they go play action now. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Wilson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. On the slant, it's Fant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second down throw for Howell. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Dragon 60! Mike. Check smash! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Howell from the gun. Flush to his right. He completes this to Walker. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Hey, watch delay!
Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of room.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Love now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Mark check 33.
Love. Flushed out right. Trying to improvise. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Love. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, green. Striker, 3-3. Red, yellow. Ready, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
32.
53. He's coming. Double up.
10 cycle.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Love looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Love. Out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry.
Love. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Powell to throw. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Howell.
On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
Okay, ready? Ram, cycle.
One last shot now for Love. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the